Throughout our life, we are operating on a scale of mental health. On one end, we've got a super hyper positive. On the opposite scale, we've got a negative. We operate between those two. Our good mental health is the ability to recover from negative towards the positive, and from the over positive to balance middle. So somewhere in the middle is accepted as a healthy and good well-being. So this week toppled me to the bottom end of the scale with few negative events, which I'm gonna tell you in a minute. At the moment, I would like to say something really fantastic, and I'm really, really happy that so many of you grabbed the Toolbox course. And for instructors, for martial artists who want to improve their awareness of mental health in the dojo, be able to act and help your students and yourself. And with you buying so many courses, we are happy to say that you managed to secure another 10 weeks of our open session project when people can come in and have a stress relief through the using pads, learning karate, doing some breakfall, groundwork, and so on. So thank you very much for your support, and I'm really overwhelmed with the amount of courses we sold through our CAC. If you would like to check it out, have a free action plan, what you can implement in your dojo, check out the description box below, or click the link above appearing on the YouTube video if you're watching. But the negative stuff, I love to share all the positive aspects of martial arts and environment and just the positive stories, positive interviews with people. But sometimes we're all going through the negative, and even the little things can bring you down. And the ability to recover from that is the key sign of your mental well-being and positive mental well-being. If you can cope with the stuff and bounce back, obviously it is, sometimes we've got that negative end of the scale with somebody pass away, something negative happened, you get down, process stuff, and then you recover. So this happened to me last week. My wife went for work to France for a few days. Monday was great, being on the BJJ, everything was fine. Tuesday, everything started falling apart, right? She went to airport in the morning. For her, everything was okay. She flew correctly. I dropped off the kids. One of the clients canceled her one-to-one, so was not able to train, which is fine. Um, Pick up the kids, everything delayed, and really, really late for the classes. Driving towards the classes, car crash on the main road, turn around, go through the small road. I was pretty sure that we can get through that. Couldn't. So, infuriating. One of the worst things can happen to me is to be late. And so I was infuriated, driving around, coming back, stuck in traffic again. We've been a couple of minutes late to the class. Going back, I had to cancel classes. It's always stressful for me. I like to be involved in the classes. Luckily, Nick, my coach, and Gary stepped in and delivered the class. Obviously, because I'm not teaching, some people decided that they will not come, or if events happened in their life as well, they were not able to train. So Gary and Nick had only done it, so it was only three of them from 14 people. So I got frustrated because I know how it feels when you're a new coach and you're going in and people don't turn up because they're really not sure what you're gonna do. The teacher is not there, so they don't feel like, oh, I have to come, and it's really frustrating and really feels shit for the new coach. Been there, done that. So I was feeling bad on a kind of on the side of Nick because I wanted to have a big session for them to work on, and he can teach them stuff and kind of get better in teaching, although there's no problems with his teaching. So that was got me frustrated. Couldn't sleep through the night because was overthinking stuff as usual. Tuesday I got a message from the school that my son is doing choir and they're gonna be delivered to the different school. But I have to go and pick it up. Not school making a um, arrangements for the coach. I have to go and pick him up at 12 o'clock, sorry, 1 o'clock, but I'm teaching from 12:30 to 1:30. Wife is in France. So again, half of the session for our mental health project, the open sessions that you kindly supported with a mental health toolkit course or toolbox course. And yeah, so again, luckily Nick stepped in and half of the session he covered, half of the session I covered. But it's really frustrating. So angered me driving with Max to a school, obviously hundreds of people going to that school for that practice. Everybody's driving their cars, can't get into school, had to park somewhere far away, run with Max. Luckily we've been on time. Then I have to come back and pick him back, and it's even more cars. Why don't schools get just coaches and send everybody? It would be five, six coaches instead of hundreds of cars on a small driver. And those who live in UK know how badly organized school drop-off can be and how difficult it is to survive it without getting any stress. So that was that. Again, Wednesday kids behave very well. We went for a classes, and then I have to be in two places in the same time, right? So Max is in the center of Guildford, Lauren is on the other side of the town. So 6 o'clock, she's finishing, he's starting. Drove to the center, obviously nowhere to park, traffic jam. I'm really frustrating because don't want to be late, don't want to pick up Lauren too late. I spoke with her coaches that I'm gonna be 5 minutes late, but it looks like I'm gonna be maybe half an hour late. So my stress level going through the roof, getting upset about everything and really frustrated. Luckily, we pull up a little bit earlier, about 15 minutes earlier. I don't know how we done it, but we done it. Luckily, was the Max's singing coach. She said, "Okay, well, today I can take him earlier, but usually I'm working, so I'm busy. I can't open the door. But today you're gonna do a favor. So thank you very much, Laura. You're a star. You saved the day." Then I could drive, pick up Lauren. 5 minutes later, got home, drive back, pick up Max, and the day was over. But again, because all the stress, you're sitting down um, and processing. Then on Thursday, actually, no, Wednesday evening, got a message from one of the students from the one of my projects. She's saying, "Listen, they're canceling your project. Um, we just got the email that it's nothing going on after a couple of weeks of the self-protection we've been doing." I didn't get any notice, so they reached out to all the clients, not to the coach to let me know. So I got really, really grumpy. I've been there 8 years, and this is not how you treat people. You speak first with the coaches to let them know to prepare the clients, especially if the clients are on the side of mental health issues, because the last thing what they need is that this disruption of the training and news like that. So in my opinion, you need to prepare them a little bit on what's coming and give them chance to process, not just send the email, "Hey, nothing's happening," later. So Thursday, I went for the class, been chatting with people, and seeing how they feel. Luckily, we've got the option to get some of those people towards our project, which is a perfect timing. And yeah, so really grumpy, they grumpy, we're grumpy. Done the session, everybody enjoyed the session, but the mood is on the negative side because everybody knows that we've got the 2 sessions left, and there is nothing um, that can be done about it. Um, then I got a message from one of my two students that they're stopping training, and we are a small dojo. We've got 14 people, so it's more like a family. So when somebody's leaving the dojo, is always a upset because you sad people leaving. You spend time, you've been throwing, you've been punching and everything. So you've got the connection, and we are more like a family and friends going out and doing stuff together. So it is always upsetting. There's no ill intent. There's nothing happened. They just moving away. They moved in with a new partner. It's a bit of a far to drive, so they decided to gonna go on a boxing, which is great. I'm sure they're gonna improve their skills, and I wish them all the best. And but it's just when you it's like member of a family, right? They moving to university or moving away with their partner or starting their own family. It is you're proud of them, you're happy, but in the same time you're sad. So this was as well like, oh, that's the last thing I need in this week, and bearer of the bad news and so on. So that got me again into overthinking. Thursday night, Nick and Gary was training again. Not so many people, but we've got two new people turn up. So again, you thinking, well, I should have been there. I should have talked to them. How it's gonna be when they're gonna come back later. If they're gonna come back, how Nick was teaching. What I would different. Maybe they're gonna be put off by me when they come back next week. Luckily, the both girls sent a message that yeah, we will enjoyed it training with Nick. We want to try with you. We're gonna be back next week. So this is a positive stuff coming on. So Friday we had the celebrations, and yeah, kids been not behaving very well and fighting. My girl was really grumpy since she woke up, so going over that and just going to all the classes and stuff, it was just grinding, and yeah. I just had enough. I felt I need to reset. I need to step away and have a break. Didn't sleep well that week at all because all the overthinking. Obviously, if I manage to get myself calmer and don't overthink, it will be probably a whole week easier. But that's what happens. Negative mindset kind of consumes you till you not snap out of it. And the moment when I snapped out of it was when I was I've got my new phone and trying to move my banking from one to other, and it simply doesn't work. I'm getting furious. I'm putting all the right codes, everything, and I just cannot log in. So I was thinking, hey, all right, I'm gonna ring the bank. I'm gonna be sending emails. I'm gonna be chat through the chatbot and get even more frustrated. And then I kind of noticed there is a other button for business because I wasn't. It was my private account. It was a business account. Put in, everything works, and then it occurred to me that the old saying that the anger will blind you. And it did. I couldn't see the other button, which is clearly displayed. There's two next to each other. And I thought, right, this is not good. I am so angry that I don't see things clearly. I don't think clearly. Chill out, relax, switch off, try to reset. Saturday, I had a kettlebell session, so went very well. We had lots of people, lots of fun. Then we went for a bike ride with the kids. Kids went to friends. I spent some time with Max. Sunday, I've been much calmer. I had a good sleep over Saturday to Sunday. Really nice, relaxed, and fresh thinking on Monday. Actually, they done us a favor canceling that project after 8 years. Uh, the reason for canceling is I think there's a new set of management. They changing. They told me that it is a too long running project and it's repetitive. So for 5 years we just had a karate, what I think everybody was really enjoying, and there's a consistency. We build it up from one person to 14 people at the class, which is to my awareness, it is the busiest class in that charity. But new management came and they decided they need to do every 6 weeks different course. So for 2 years we've been running karate, meditation, self-protection, karate, meditation, self-protection. Um, Now they decided that it is too repetitive and they need something new. And I know what's going on there because I'm applying for funding as well, and I know that the founders like exciting stuff, which is kind of counterproductive because what I learned working with people with mental health and physical disabilities and mental disabilities, it is that the last thing they want is constant change. They like structure, they can rely on, they feel safe, they feel comfortable. If you're constantly changing things, it unsettles them. As we all know, like when all starting something new, it is a bit of anxiousness there, excitement mixture. But for people with mental health, mostly it's an anxiety. So changing constantly and telling them you need to register for this, you need to register for this, it's doing them disservice. And I suppose me being me and expressing those opinions to management probably put me on a naughty list there, and I rubbed somebody wrong way, so they decided to get rid of this. Obviously, they said, "Oh, and for future projects, if you are available doing this, this, and that." I said, "Yes, of course I am available if I'm gonna find the time because we've got quite a few projects, few organizations I'm working with, and I'm just gonna not gonna be sitting and waiting for them to restart something. I'm gonna be trying to open my projects and do some more good on my own. This is a kind of notion that I've got now that I think it's time for me to start doing independent stuff. For us, with our CIC, instead of working for other people as an instructor, having freedom to do what exactly I want, what exactly I think is best for people, and actually listen to them because they all express to the charity that they want to have karate, that it makes them feel better. They love an instructor, me. They feeling safe, comfortable. I allow them to be who they are and they enjoy in session and it helps them. But charity is deaf to those feedbacks, so it is what it is. But as I was saying, they done us a favor because we've just been applying to Sports England, and as the martial arts project in our community been just shut down, and we're starting new one, and I postponed the information that I received from people asking if they can move from that project to my project. Hopefully gives us a more chance to get the funding for whole year. So it would be fantastic to have that. We've got some backing up. We've got the social connections and feedback from the community that the classes are needed, are welcome. We've got already people. We've got the trial project supported by our council through the Aspire project. So Guildford Borough Council, thank you very much for funding to starting this one. So I'm very hopeful that we're gonna get some funding, more funding for a whole year of the classes, that we can provide those free classes, plus the sales of the courses toolbox is feeding towards that project as well. So hopefully we can do at least 20 people on one session once a week, free classes, and people can come in. So kind of being able to put that application in yesterday made me feel much better, and I'm kind of back on track, recovered. Everything is more positive now. Kids behaving, I can teach, um, and everything goes my way. And we see how it's gonna go. Maybe the charity gonna change their mind. I still got 2 weeks with them. I haven't have a reply to my email that I might not have availability, and we'll see how it's gonna go. I'm hopeful that maybe they're gonna change their mind because there's quite a few people who won't be able to move to our project, and I don't like to let people down, and it feels like, although it's not my fault, it feels like I let them down, and I would like to keep supporting them because it's a great bunch of people doing great stuff, and seeing how much they overcome their disability and mental well-being through karate and through other activities, and just creating that community where they can chat, they can support each other. It's always heartwarming, and it's very sad to see to go. But I know that the one constant thing in life is change. So one door closes, the other doors open, and I'm looking forward to the new projects. We're gonna have a Karate for Mental Health workshops. A few workshops that people booked me. I'm gonna go through the Karate for Mental Health. So if you would like to have a Karate for Mental Health seminar in your dojo, reach out and we're gonna get you sorted. Minimal fees and everything. So it's very good deal for everybody, and the money goes into our CIC where we can support more projects, create more classes. and support those people, maybe get the geese and stuff like that. So we shall see how it goes. Main message is go through the bad stuff. If you have to, try to recover, find the points that you can turn that wave, because it is pushing towards the negativity, but you need to find a breaker. For me, the breaker was the anger, noticing the button on the up. For you might be something completely different, but there's always something you can spot and change, right? Change your mindset. Usually the good sleep is the thing to go. Like a saying says, sleep on it. You're gonna have a different perspective, and just don't give up, and focus on the positivity. Try hard.